Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Hermits on Bedrock. Not just any episode, but our 10th ever episode. And today, as you could probably find out just from where we are, we're going to be focusing all of our efforts on the CNS Tower's to-do list. Take a second, pause it, read it. I went over it in the last episode, so I'm not going to go through it again. However, this will look a lot more different than how it does now. You can kind of see I got the outline done up there. And you can see that I kind of have been mapping out where we're going to do our ceiling. Also, me and Saquon, he wanted to make the fish tank bigger, and now kind of looking at it from another perspective, I do see that, yeah, we need to do that. But we're going to try to get some of these ground floor shops done, definitely. And, of course, get pretty much everything on this list done. So we're going to have a pretty busy episode. But the next time you see this room, it's probably going to look much different. Me and Saquon, I think, are going to get on tonight and really knock most of this out. Hopefully. So that we can focus our attention on other projects and finish up some other things. So let's get to it. And I'll bring you back when we've made some amazing progress. It is about 2 days in real time after that recording was made, and boy oh boy did we get a whole bunch of stuff done these 2 days. Let's go check it out. I'll show you. So, full credit to Saquon. He made our infinity pool aquarium, aquatic area, whatever you want to call it, a million times better. This turned out fantastic. I couldn't have done it better myself. In fact, he's much better in interiors than I am. You can credit him for all the things that look good, such as these shops over here. He finished up the iron shop, which looks absolutely incredible. I love how all these shops have the mob's faces on it. It's just incredible craftsmanship. But, as you can see, we sell all sorts of stuff. Anvils, chains, iron blocks, iron ingots, hoppers, and also these, the iron bars. I can't talk right now. Okay, but he also moved over the leather stand so that it kind of looks better, more centralized. But I think this looks a lot more, I guess you could say, proportionate to our build. Also, I did these 3 shops over here, or did layout for 1 and finished 2. You got the weapon shop in here. It's not stocked yet, and I have to put the villager in there. We may or may not do that in this episode. I'm not too sure. And we got the sword up there. And then you come over here, is the tool shop. You already saw this previously, but I'll give you guys a little bit of a look-see. And I also got the layout done, or I've started doing the layout of the armor. Not finished, of course. I got to texture that up really nice and neat. Make all the little amenities just like I did over there in the weapon shop. And of course, you could see my horse in there in the terrain/wood shop. But the biggest project I did was up there. You could probably see it. The ceiling. We'll go up there real quick and I'll kind of take you guys through. I did record some stuff of me making it, but it got corrupted and or the audio never recorded. But you can see glass in the middle, a lot of lighting, and also here's a little lighting lesson for you. Lighting shines through. You probably already know this, but if you don't, here you go. Lighting shines through half blocks. So stairs, slabs, and some other little blocks, like I think walls can also be waterlogged and or light shine through. But I line it with stairs so that some light gets through to the bottom. I haven't done the other side yet because I kind of wanted to show you guys the effect. Now then, we'll take a look at it now. We'll just a little skydive lesson. But you can see this side's lit up real nice and neat, and that side's really dark. So we're going to do the same thing on this side, or I'm sorry, on this side as we did on this side. But everything's really starting to come together. And in the next time I bring you guys back, I'll probably also have finish up that shop. And I'll probably also have added our, it's kind of not really a terrain shop, but it's kind of like everything you would get in a mine. So stone, cobblestone, andesite, diorite, the red stuff that I can't never remember the name of. I don't have any on my inventory. Also some dirt and gravel and stuff like that. And what I want to do is make it kind of like a mine shaft right here. But somehow I got to incorporate our modern mall type style we're going for. So this will be done. I'm going to work on this here tonight for me, but for you guys in the next couple seconds. That's what's so cool about watching these episodes, I guess. And then, of course, as we said last episode, up here on the top, we got a lot of work to do. I got to put the rails all the way around. Got to add the private helicopter in. We already got our infinity pool that you can see down into our office. We got to finish our offices up. I think mine's pretty much done. We got to talk to Saquon about finishing his up real quick. And then we added the rail around the top. Don't know if you guys saw that yet, but I finished it. The same thing we're going to do up top. And we might even add some little tables out here. We could eat our lunch, invite some friends over, that sort of thing. Maybe even put a little hot dog, popcorn stand type deal up here. Leaving the pig. The pig's not going anywhere. But yeah, so I mean, and also we got a little bit of work to do on the outside of this build as well. We want to put some gardens out here, plant some, kind of like what we got down here. We got the tree and some plants and some flowers and stuff like that. I want to do this on every single platform that we've made. That's the reason why, because CNS is a 100% eco-friendly and 100% whatever it is, zero emissions. Yes, we're also zero emissions as well. But yeah, so that kind of gives you an update. And also, I kind of wanted to bring you guys through here just so that in the next, few scenes or maybe even the next episode, whenever this is actually finished and all said and done, you can come back and look and see just how much work we have put into this build. This has been an insane build, a lot of man hours, at least a couple days of man hours between me and Saquon. Because you got to think, we had to build a whole farming district you guys saw in previous episodes just to build this. But that's besides the point. We also knocked 2 things off our list. And we also got all the things downstairs to do, but we'll get into that in a little while. So yeah, finish the ground floor shops. That's really what I want to do. Also, we're thinking about making a food court up here on this side. Oh! And then on the other side, making probably a little library/bookshop. Just for show. We're probably not going to stock some of these shops. Like, I don't think I'm going to stock these because we have so little time left. It's crazy how fast time is flying. But I'm going to try to get most of this stuff done, and I will bring you guys back once I've made some amazing progress. So, we finished the armor shop, and we also put together the mine shop. I'll go over there here in a second. But I think this turned out pretty good. Really kept it simple in here, just like the other shops. We're not really going for anything grand, but I do want it to look good. I think we pulled off what we wanted out of that. And now coming over here, we got the mine shop, which I really enjoyed making, by the way. Just, really texturing it out and, actually using this red stuff that I can't remember the name of. That's okay. And then, obviously there's no mine down there. But it looks really good, and that's what we were going for. A little side cave. Just kind of make you feel like you just stepped into a cave. That was my aim. So, now that we finished this, we're going to take a little venture downstairs to take a look at the projects that we're going to hit next. And I think that's going to be either going to be the potion room or it will be the vault. And I don't know if I showed this in the previous episode, but we did do the roof or the ceiling to the sorting room for 5,000. And we come down here, and there's just some little touch-ups we got to do down here. But this is my main thing. I wanted to do a double hidden door, but it was just way too complicated. I made it on the creative redstone world, and it would have just taken way too much space that we don't have. We're very limited in space up and down, inside to side. So I don't think we're going to be able to pull that door off. So I'm probably just going to make a regular standard door like this right here. Okay, so we're probably just going to make this hallway a little bit nicer, pretty up the walls in here, maybe make it a little bit more vaulted ceiling, put some columns in the corners to make it all nice and neat and ready to go. And also, we got to do the other room on this floor, which is the potion room. So, you come in here, you see it's very undone. We got the basic structure down. Saquon did a really good job, and he also did the first one of these. So really all we got to do is pretty much just copy and paste his plan and make it into, a reality. So it's not going to be terribly hard. We thought we would fill all these potions up, but to be honest, we don't really need a lot, and the ones we do need, we already have silos for. So I think I'm just going to close the rest of it up and not even worry about placing the hoppers or anything like that. And then one more thing I'm going to show you, and then I'm going to get to work, is down here. Of course, obviously making this elevator area nicer as well is down here. We did a lot of work on the stream in this room. And as you can see, we still got a little bit to do, and we got the roof to finish. But, I mean, you guys, if you want to see me building this stuff, please leave a comment, of course, and I will try to include more of the building in the video. But if you want to see me building and be able to interact with me and talk to me, ask me questions, make suggestions, Definitely the best way to do it is to come watch the stream. The link, of course, is going to be in my bio if it's not already, and I also might throw it in the description below. So please come check it out. Of course, every single time you follow, like, comment, it really helps me out tremendously. So please do so. Leave me some information. Give me some feedback. I'm always interested to hear your guys' thoughts, positive or negative. But let me get to work. And like I always say, this area is going to look totally different when you come back. Boy, oh boy, do I enjoy building in Minecraft. I swear. I haven't had a lot of time here recently, but I grounded this out last night. Did a lot of work in here over the past, about a night, and then most of the today. And you can see I finished this room. It's pretty much done. There's a little tinkering now every now and again. We got to finish some of these maybe and do a little bit of flip-flopping around. But for the most part, this room is finished. We can take it off of our list. I think it turned out really good. I tried to make these little designs look like potion bottles. But of course, whenever you're limited by space, you can do only so much. But I pretty much just copy and pasted what Saquon already did. And I think it turned out really good. I love the polished andesite. And, a lot of people don't like the andesite and the diorite. But, dude, we make it look good at the military base and now in here. I also, if we step out here in the hallway, capped off the hallway. We still got to do the little ceiling with some white concrete. I'm going to go to the concrete maker later. And then I prettied up this little entryway to our water elevators going down to the basement to our village trading hall. And I added some light in here, and I just think this looks pretty good. But the reason I brought you back a little bit earlier than I wanted was to kind of show you the process of building in here. I had some people ask me on the stream last night, what is my process to building these rooms that are so big? And the key thing you need to remember is even though if you want a 20 by 20 room, you're going to have to build it 21 by 21 so that you can add in the custom walls and stuff like that. Of course, you can take that out later like I'm doing the ceiling right now. I'm taking it out, getting the shape I want, and then I'm going to have to replace all these blocks again with our white concrete and cyan terracotta and quartz pillars and whatever else we decide to do. Also, the style that I've chosen on this one is kind of a step-up ceiling. So we got like 2 and then a step up, 2 and then a step up, and then the last one is going to be a 2 and 2. So it's going to be 2 wide and 2 tall step up. I think that's just going to give us a little bit more room to add these beams that we like to put. And what I'm really trying to go for down here is kind of just emulate what we have up here in the sorting room. You can see Saquon also went with a step up pattern. I'm going to go a little bit wider so we don't have to have as much of a strut going across, little support action going on. And we're going to stick with the end rod lighting. And you can really see that it's pretty much the same style. We're going to have the cyan terracotta squares. I don't think we're going to have as many pillars because the room downstairs is not that big. But we're making some major progress. Also, I'm probably going to bring you guys in to my Redstone Creative World this episode and just kind of show you how I sequence my doors. I don't think we're going to be able to fit the fully automatic drop a golden carrot and the door opens door. But we're going to try to do something a little fancy. I would love to have a key door on here, and we'll see here in a minute. But I just wanted to show you guys kind of how I do things. You see how I put the scaffolding structure up. It makes it a lot more easier. Ceilings are the worst thing to do in the build because you can't build up to it and you can't work up from above. You got to do it from below. So just kind of wanted to show you guys a little bit of my process of building. And I'll bring you guys back when I finish up the ceiling. So I just went ahead and finished up that room. I got just in the zone, and I pretty much just got it all done. I don't know if we're even going to do a door here at this point, because I really like the way this turned out. And, it is the end of the season. I doubt anyone's going to come and, mess with our things. So you come down here. See, I did pretty much the same style as the hallways. You come in here, look how it turned out. I think it turned out to be an amazing build. Now I'll take out that light, and we might even make some more diamond piles around here with a little bit more of our profits we got. But this room just turned out spectacular. I really enjoyed the way it turned out. We did a really good move, changing to borders instead of every other. We were going to do every other, so it would be like, terracotta white, and it just kind of looked like Oreo. So we went with this and just capped off both ends with terracotta. It looks really good. And the beam over the top looks really good, I think. I still got to add some end rods in there. Can't forget about that. Then, the back, it all just came together. There's really no way to explain it. Just experimenting with little things. We had a good stream building this, the ceiling, and it went really good. Some other things that I've been working on also while I had, my little inspiration spree. I fixed a couple little things in here that were still needed to be done. But I mean, we're pretty much finished. Let's go up to our list and see what we can knock off. Like I said before, we got these shops done down here. Got the mining shop, weaponsmith, toolsmith, armorsmith. We kind of got that finished as much as it's going to be. So we pretty much got all the first floor shops done. Let's see how much we could take off of our list real quick. Boom, ground floor shops, done. Make first floor ceiling, boom, done. Finish the potion room, you saw that, boom, done. The lab entrance, that was we finished that, boom, done. Finished the vault, we just did that, boom, done. The top floor meeting room, add helicopter. I talked to Squan about the helicopter, and I don't think we didn't find one that was the right size we like, so I think we're just gonna make a helicopter pad, so we can take that off, boom. And we also finished the villager trading hall, boom. So all that's left is to finish the top floor with the meeting room, and I'm gonna go ahead and knock that off, and let's go take a look at what we got. I'm just gonna bring you with me on this journey. I'm not gonna cut it or nothing. We're gonna go straight through. So I was up here before, and I did add the glass up there, as you can see. And I'm kind of in the process of working on this now. We're gonna add a little bit of maybe a couple of, office-looking furniture in here, maybe a drink machine or something like that, a little refrigerator, kitchen area. I might even wall some of this off and kind of separate. I'm gonna make a bubble elevator going up, probably not one going down. Maybe, I don't know. But you see, I'll block it off so I can put my little dirt block, grow the kelp, and then replace the dirt with the nether dirt. Yes. The nether dirt. Alright, anyway. But coming here, my office is pretty much done. I don't know if Saquon is going to finish his office or not before the season ends, because guess what we just found out? We just found out that June 8th is the day that the update's coming out, 117. So around June 9th or 10th, the new season is going to start. So you can expect around the June 11th for us to start the new season, 10th or 11th, maybe even the 9th, who knows. I still got to talk to the council about that. We got to make some big decisions. But as far as this project goes, we're really finishing up. We might have one more short episode, and we might even include the episode. You can see I added the H for helicopter pad. But we might even make an episode combined with the tour video that we're going to do, because we're still going to do that. So what you guys can expect to be released from Hermits on Bedrock, at least on my channel, is pretty much going to be this episode, and then maybe a little quarter of an episode, and then of course the realm tour that I promised everybody, and everybody on the stream wants to see it. I've got a couple comments on my video saying that you guys want to see it, so that's what we're gonna do. Also, I put down a bone meal, pretty much. Just ran around, just kind of randomly bone mealed everything, trying to get some flowers out of it. So that just kind of add a little bit more texture to our grass and nature vibe that we got going on. And while we're down here, let's take a closer look at this aquarium, because look at all the little details Saquon added that you don't really get to see just flying by it like I did earlier. I mean, just look, the bubble columns is nice. I mean, dude, we got the kelp in there, the sea pickles, we got the fish, and the fish don't float to the bottom like they used to, which is a good use of the bubble column. If you're ever building a big aquarium like this, the bubble columns force the fish to go up on occasion so they don't all crowd to the bottom where the lights are. So that was really good. And also sea pickles, they don't crowd to the sea pickles like they will to sea lanterns. So that was good as well. But I mean, this has really turned out to be good. And whenever I do the realm tour, I'll include my place as well. We can go and take this down, as a matter of fact, and just now completely open it back up. But you guys will see my finished place whenever you get the realm tour. And yeah, so I mean, it's been a great run. But let's go ahead and finish up this last little piece before I just go off on a rant for 30 minutes. Alright, so I'll bring you back whenever I finish the upstairs office area. I don't know what it is about these last few days. Is it the pig? Or is it just my mood? But I'm just got a lot of motivation to build. So we totally changed this up. We added a whole hallway in here, breaking up the space even more. Then you can see this is my office, of course, as you already know, and then Saquon's office. And in here we got a meeting room, just a little basic meeting room, nothing too fancy, too impressive. Got the microwave over there and the double refrigerator over there. So this is kind of like the employee break room / meeting room. Of course, you know, if I actually took meetings, it would be in my office to where they wouldn't be able to sit down, because we don't want them ever to get too comfortable sitting in the con man's office. And that's also why the drip, so they won't get comfortable in here. And in here, which is one of my favorite builds I've done so far, is a little cubicle with laptops. People are going to come in here and work for us in their little cups of coffee. But it's nice, their little clipboards on the wall so they can write stuff down. Of course, the clipboard, the daily to-do list that I'm going to place here every single morning, so that they'll have to do it every single morning. But, so that pretty, I mean, other than doing this, the bubble elevator up to the top, and I'll go ahead and take you up there because it does look nice, of course. You know, that's pretty much it for CNS. Look at that. Look at that guy. We're not going to go mess with him. But this is pretty much it for CNS. We've kind of finished up the tower. And I'm very glad to say that we have. And I think it looks very good. It turned out to be much better than me and Saquon ever imagined it being. And also a much bigger project than me and Saquon ever thought it would ever be. But I think it turned out to be very impressive and very amazing. Definitely the biggest build I have ever done on Minecraft Survival. Definitely. Even in Minecraft Creative, I haven't even done some of the big builds like I've done on this realm. Got this build over here, and then this one's probably the second biggest, is the arena. But we're not going to get into that too much. I'm going to show you that whenever, on my next episode, which will be the World Tour episode, which will go through the shopping district, and I'll take you guys through. It might be a little bit longer of an episode. Really, it's more of a tour than an episode, because I'm going to take you guys through all the shops and show you all the sites, all the cool little amenities that everybody's made, because there's a lot to show off. There's a lot to show off. Like, you know, Ryan's Sky Bar. I remember the day he made this, opened it up. We all came up here and had a party. It was fun. That's more like whenever there was 4 or 5 of us in the realm all together, and most of this stuff wasn't around. But I'm excited for the tour, and I'm excited to see what everybody's done, because it's been a while since I've checked everybody else's progress, and it's always nice to check that out. So we will definitely see, and whenever you come back to come and watch Old Con Man again, that's what we will be doing. We will be focusing on other people's builds and not our own. So, I hope you enjoyed this episode. And please, I am begging you, throw me a comment. And if you like what you saw, if you like what you see right here, the view, the amazing view, please like. And if you want to see more, subscribe. And above all, leave a comment. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you want to see out of more Season 2 videos. You want me to talk a little less? You want me to include some time lapses in there? Please, let me know. Because I'm going to try to improve as much as I can before Season 2 starts, which is actually just a week away, so so please, let me know. And we'll see you next time with Con Man.